Hey girl, hey, welcome back to another episode of Just a Girl Talk. My name is Janine. If you are new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can join the sisterhood. So y'all, let's just jump right into it. There's this viral video going around TikTok is where I came across the video where this guy proposed with a Pandora ring. And the woman is like, no sir. A ring from Pandora? Who do you think I am? And I just want to know, what do y'all think? Like, drop in the comments before I give my opinion. What do y'all think? Are you only accepting a ring if it costs a certain amount, look a certain way, is a certain size? Like, are you saying no if the ring don't fit what you want it to fit? Let me know in the comments. So my personal opinion is, I find it so sad, number one, and so unfortunate that we put so much value in materialistic things which don't equate to like the longevity or, you know, the benefit of our lives, right? We see a lot of things, we purchase materialistic things, they're cute, they're pretty, but they don't really add much value to our lives, for real. They don't really, you got a Chanel bag, that doesn't mean you're gonna make a bunch of money because you have it. You know what I'm saying? We fool people with like what we have materialistic wise, right? Like, so if your ring is a certain size, people are going to assume you have certain things, or they're going to assume this or that about you. If you drive a certain car, they're going to assume this about you. And that's why a lot of times we are thriving off of those materialistic things. But when you think about a marriage, you got to ask yourself, do I want the wedding more than the marriage? What's more important? And I'm not saying that you can't, you know, you shouldn't have a wedding, of course, a beautiful wedding. But knowing that that's one day. That is one day. The marriage, the goal is for it to be forever. You know what I'm saying? So I think to put so much weight in like, well, if the ring is not a certain size, costs a certain amount of money, you can't accept it. And that's basically saying to me that you don't take marriage seriously. You don't fully understand the value of marriage if you are equating it on the cost of a ring. Now, I know some women say that, you know, a ring should be based on the man's salary. Some people use 3 to 5 times his monthly salary. And I don't know if I agree with that, to be quite honest. You know, I don't know if I agree that your salary should determine what you spend. Because let's just say this, right? You go shopping with your man, you're picking out rings, and you didn't know any amount. Like, right, say you did not know how much anything costs. Would you be willing to pick a ring? Because you got to ask yourself, if I see about a pretty ring, and the one I want, that is so pretty, I want that one right there. And I get to the checkout, and they say, okay, $2,000. And you're like, $2,000? I don't want to ring this $2,000. Like, but you just said that was the best one. You love that one. It's beautiful. It's everything. But yet, you don't want it. Why not? That shows you're valuing the dollar amount over the union. When you guys exchange rings on your wedding day, it's not about who has the bigger rock. It shouldn't be about that. This is bonding us. These rings represent our union, our love, our commitment to one another. And it has nothing to do with the rock size does not mean he loves you more or he loves you less. It doesn't mean that. And I think we have to recognize how much we put value into dollar amounts of our lives and how it doesn't have any real benefit to us. As women, especially black women, we are so entitled and we believe we deserve so much and we deserve this and that we are pushing men away. Now again, I think there's one thing to struggle, right? And your partner is, you know, that's all he can afford. So you give him grace. But at the other side, you also can't force him to buy you a multi-million-dollar ring because you think that he makes this amount of money and you just deserve it. Because when you wear that ring, you got to know that the ring means something. It's not just for fun. It's not just to flash in people's faces. You can't wear the ring but not represent yourself well as a wife or soon to be wife, a fiance. You have to represent yourself well. And a lot of times the ring doesn't change anything for a lot of women. It's almost like, okay, I got the ring, but what does that mean? The ring means you are now committing to someone else. The ring means that you are planning to do life with someone else. So you can't let the rock on your finger change how you're going to act towards your partner. So if he gets you a bigger ring, you're going to love him more. If you get you a smaller ring, you're going to love him less. If the ring is like you've been wanting to get married. You've been wanting to get married. And he proposed. But the ring is not what you thought it was going to be. Do you say no? Are we really, we're really like setting ourselves up for failure? Like, why would you say no when you really want marriage? And this is the man that you really want to marry. Because you don't know. You don't know where he might be in life and what might be going on. But again, what if that's the ring that you actually like? What if? I really want to know how we would respond. If we could put stuff in front of us, rings, engagement rings, wedding bands, all those things in front of us, and we had to choose. We did not know the dollar amount. Ladies, you'll be surprised how much you can just like the simplicity of it, the quality, the beautiful gems, the diamonds, whatever. And it may not cost what you think a ring should cost to go on your finger. It might cost thousands of dollars less than what you thought. You thought you deserved a $15,000, $20,000, $200,000 ring. But the ring you like is for $50,000. You'll surprise yourself. And that should be a thing for you to recognize, that you got to shift your mindset. You got it all wrong. You're leading with the dollar amount, not what you truly want. I only want you because you got money. And we know that don't really work out. It doesn't go far. Money is a temporary thing that can kind of keep somebody, keep me drawn in, but it doesn't sustain things. And I think with like a ring, why you should not put so much emphasis on the ring when it comes to your marriage, because the rock will sustain my happiness for so long, right? It won't be the end all be all to make me happy in my marriage. It doesn't work that long. So thinking that a bigger ring is going to determine how your marriage will be is the wrong idea. Because this ring is the commitment. Everything else to come is going to be tested. It got to be worked through. It has to be processed. It has to be handled with care, with love. And that ring is going to be the last thing on your mind when it comes to the amount. The ring, again, is the commitment. The ring, this joint commitment is what keeps us fighting this fight. Not the $200,000 ring is keeping us fighting this fight. And that's where we have to separate the two. Again, do you want a wedding more? Or do you want a marriage? What's more important? Because again, your wedding day, y'all, I promise, that is the quickest day of your life. Y'all, it's so fast. Like, I promise that day just went so fast. I remember waking up downtown, going to Wawa with my sister, getting the tea, going to get my hair done. That was a while. Like, it just went from there. Just kept going and going and going and going, and it was over. It was over. And no matter how big of a rock you got on your finger, the night is over. That's it. It's done. It is done. Unless you do a Jackie Christie thing and plan a wedding every year, do your thing, sis. But for the average person, you're not having weddings over and over and over again. So you got to realize that when this wedding is over, all the glitz and the glamours and the gems and the crystals and the flowers, all that is beautiful. But that is just for the day, for the reception, for the beauty, the ceremony, all of those things. After those lights come down, after those flowers get thrown away or whatever, can we really sustain life together? Can we? Can we really do this thing called life together once all the glitz and glamour is gone? If you didn't have the ring, will you still love that man? Would you want to still marry him if you didn't get the ring that you wanted. Because my question is the ring for you or for you to flash on social media? Because I think that's what a lot of this stuff is. Even for men, I think even men, to be quite honest, men purchase these super big expensive rings for women. Not to say that you can't. Also for them to feel like, I guess, better about themselves as a partner. So I think like a man might not want to spend $200,000, especially like if you are an athlete or celebrity, whatever. He might not want to, but I know that in this world, I gotta compete and make sure my woman got the better ring than her girlfriend. So so we going broke over the ring. We're risking. And I'm not here to police rings. I'm not here to police the cost of rings. I'm just saying, don't get caught up in the ring. That's all I'm saying. Don't get caught up in the ring. Because marriage is way bigger than a ring. You might have to sacrifice that ring in your marriage. Can you do that? When life hits you, comes at you hard. Because you know life be lifing. Could you sacrifice the ring for your family? That $200,000 ring, would you give it up for your family? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Can I get this up for my family? Absolutely. Absolutely. And my ring ain't I ain't seen my ring $200,000. But I don't care how much this ring costs. This ring and engagement band. Wedding ring and my band. I don't care how much it costs. If I had to sacrifice these rings for my family, they can have them. Can have them. Because even our commitment is bigger than the rings. The commitment is within our rings, but it's still bigger. So I think that just to see that video spiraling around, people giving their 2 cents, they would leave. A lot of women are not even getting proposed to, y'all. They're not. Black women are not. They're not dropping to their knees to marry us in today, right now in this time. They're not. So I think we gotta just not do stuff for social media. Because even that too, what if there was no social media? Would you be willing to accept the ring from Pandora? Would you? I think many women would, to be quite, in my opinion. A lot of stuff is for show, it's for social media, it's for our friends, our family. So we don't want to look, a certain kind of way if we are happy about the ring. Well, you might really like it, but you can't even be honest to say you like it. You gotta lie and be like, I don't like it. So again, think about this. Think about what matters more. What the foundation of marriage is built on. It's not built on materialistic things. It's built on God, love, partnership, teamwork, companionship, compassion. It don't have in there the wedding ring. The cost of the wedding ring is not in there. So I just think that woman is just ridiculous, in my opinion. I think it's very selfish. I think we have to stop being so entitled and do better. Now again, I'm not saying that women don't deserve beautiful rings. They don't deserve to have big weddings. I'm not saying all of that. I just want us to know that those things are not the end all be all of your relationship, of your marriage. That's all. That's my piece. So thank you for watching another episode. I will look forward to see you guys in the next video. Bye.